why now is the best time to make millions with cryptos, even with a small bankroll and even if you know nothing about technology. Let me put it bluntly, the rise of cryptocurrencies is by far the biggest wealth generation opportunity of your lifetime. Now, if we look back, cryptocurrencies were already the fastest growing asset class of the last decade. We went from less than $500 million at the end of 2012 to 2.77 trillion in 2022. That's a compound annual growth rate of 150%. This growth rate makes crypto assets the highest earning investment in history. And if you look at this table here, you see a comparison of Bitcoin to gold as a representative for hard assets and the S&P 500, the general stock market, as a representative for stocks. And what you can see here, no matter what time frame you compare, anywhere from the last 2 years to the last 10 years in this table, you see in this brown yellowish color Bitcoin, and then at the bottom in really small bars you see gold and the stock market. So the comparison is not even close. Bitcoin outperformed everything else that's out there in the market by a huge margin. So after a decade of rapid growth, how many people are using cryptos today? Based on monthly active users, my best guess is there are about 60 million DeFi users right now. In total, there are around 290 million people that have some exposure to the crypto market. And this is based on verified identities at centralized crypto exchanges. So not necessarily even these 290 million are all active or invested today, but give or take 290 million people that have some exposure to cryptocurrencies. But there are 7.95 billion people on the planet. So crypto only really has a 3.64% adoption worldwide. And it's much less than even 1% adoption among institutions and nation states. So now let me talk about why crypto will continue to be the fastest growing asset class during the 2020s. We have a rapidly growing foundation. If we look at internet usage worldwide, in 2022, there were 4.95 billion internet users, and that's really only just 62% of the global population. So there are about 210 million new internet users added every single year, and this growth is actually accelerating. That means we have at least 14 more years of massive growth ahead of us just on the population of internet users worldwide. Plus, there are hundreds of billions of Internet of Things users, like smart devices, sensors, vehicles. More and more things go online these days and get connected to the internet. So this leads to exponential growth of data. You can see here on this chart, we're just in the sweet spot right now where things will really start to take off over the next few years. But let me get back to cryptos now. The internet users are just the foundations for what's going to happen. So the internet users are growing, but now we're going to look at the super cycle